The place of forgiveness, here just beneath the skin that never protected me, is the place of forgiveness. If I could but reach this hand and touch that sacred place, I would. I could. I must know that I can.
It's an incredibly powerful gift, but it can be one of the hardest things to give, especially to the person who had taken away the most important man in her life.
It never feels real. I know it's real, but it was just... And it still is, and I've thought about that. Why does it always feel like it just happened?
She was 16 years old when she lost her father.
When my dad was killed, for all of us, our lives ended. Mommy, my sisters, my brother. When my dad died, I died.
It's been over 3 decades, but the memories are still so vivid.
There was a knock on that door. I looked at him and I said, did something happen to my dad? Was he in a car accident? And they said, I'm really sorry. He was killed today in a robbery.
It was Easter weekend 1978 when Theodore Van Slytman was shot and killed, a casualty in an elaborate heist of an armored truck parked outside the bay in Toronto's downtown. The murder made headlines. A massive manhunt for the criminals responsible was underway.
Mr. Van Slytman grabbed me. I hadn't seen him. He just sort of popped up out of nowhere, kind of, and was in front of me and grabbed me by my lapels. And the people were hollering, "Stop those men!" And he said, "Give it up, son." And I guess at that moment, just about spontaneously, the guy that my co-accused who was behind him, shot him, and I shot him, and he went down, and we left.
That wasn't part of the plan. The gun was only for protection. He never intended to take the life of an innocent man.
I pulled lots of robberies, but having killed somebody, knowing the immensity of that, I think my first concern is, well, this is just going to make it harder to get away with.
He didn't get away with it. He was caught, he served time, and while he was incarcerated, he discovered an uncomfortable truth.
And my life is a total mess. I'm a despicable person. I can hardly look at myself in the mirror anymore.
And so began his journey to redemption.
But I am sorry. Not because I'm guilty, but because I'm sorry. And I don't want to be that person that I was. And I know what I took. I have children myself, and I have grandchildren. I think how Mr. Van Slytman never saw his grandchildren. I took all that away from all his family.
Inspiring him to do something he never imagined he could.
I did think, gee, wouldn't that be amazing? To be able to say, I'm terribly sorry.
He decided to face his past.
Hey, how are ya?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Good to see you.
Not only did he become a man worthy of her mercy,
I feel like this story is meant to be told.
Right.
incredibly, he became a friend.
Forgiveness is not about forgetting. We remember, but it takes us into the future.
What exists between them is an undeniable connection that's like nothing else.
I'm like, Margot, are you nuts? Are you nuts? Are you nuts? The guy destroyed your life. But he knows what he did. So I respect him profoundly.
What's amazing about what's happened for me is that we're moving together. So it's one thing to just, let it go, move forward. But to move forward together, it has been, well, I can't tell you how gratifying it is. She's part of my family.
Glenn created a charity helping long-term inmates transition from prison to society. It's part of his healing, but so too is this community garden. He's transformed it through a lot of hard work. The final project, a cellar to house his harvest. It's a symbol of just how far he's come.
It's a testament to what people can do if they put their minds to something. So I thought, gee, who could I dedicate this to? And immediately it came Mr. Van Slytman.
I thought that was very generous because I want my dad to live for a long time. But it's so beautiful from a really ugly thing.
Jill Croteau, Global News.